This one trick will save your backend API from dying from too many requests. So let's say you have an input that takes in any value, and on each key press you make a request to the backend. This is what your HTML file looks like. You have a script.js file and you have an input element with an ID input. So in your script.js file, what you do is you get the input element by its ID, you throw an error if the input element doesn't exist, and to the input element you add an input event listener that calls a function nc on every input. So the simple trick is to write a debounce function. So let's do this together. So first we define the function, and what we want the function to do is to return another function that calls what we want. After doing this, we want to test out the function. So let's create an instance of the debounce function. Now that we've created the function, we can test it out to see if it still works as usual. And yes, it does still work. So now what we want to do is to delete the function by a particular value and update the debounce function also. So basically what we want to do is to wait by this particular value, and we can set timeout. By doing this, we realize that we need to track previous calls. So we can do this by creating a variable timeout, and we'll track it using that. The next thing to do is to cancel any previous calls, and we can use the clear timeout function. So to do this, we'll check if it is set, and there, that is our debounce function. So let's test it out. But we can see that there's an error, wait is not defined. So let's go back to the code and fix that. So now let's test our code again. Oh, we have another error, assignment to constant variable. The error is coming from this line 16 because we are using const instead of let. Okay, and that should fix it all, hopefully. And there, that's how you can save your backend APIs from dying from too many requests. If you need this to be done in a specific framework like React, Angular, or Vue, leave it down in the comment below. Happy coding.